So first off, let me say, I have made another video on this, which is the non-cinematic way. So if you're trying to go bare bones, if you're trying to just kind of record casually, then go watch that video because that will be more suitable for what you want to do. If you want to record cinematically, here's a few things I've learned to just make my life a lot easier. And this will be on the higher end stuff. So if you're having gear, if you are there specifically, to record, to be there for the restaurant. So first up, let's start similar to the other video where we talk about gear. So gear, you are going to probably want to bring your big cameras, your stuff that is kitted out, stuff that is going to make it look really nice. Can be regardless of photo or video because you're going to need stuff to help make everything better. Now with video, obviously kit out your camera to be suitable for whatever's there. So if you can add lights, if you can add certain things, it'll make it a lot better. Now for photo, you can bring in flashes, you can bring in strobes or different things. Most likely if you're there in this scenario, you're probably going to be there when the restaurant is closed or on some off hour just to record and specifically do certain things. This can be like for taking photos or video of their food and getting that promotional material, the stuff that you see on the menus, things like that. So next up, just make sure to have some lights. And if you are recording video, maybe a mic if you want to get some audio there. But definitely lights are going to be the crucial thing because most likely you are going to be there to record and photo stuff that they are trying to promote. So you're not going to really need as much to make audio wise, but you're going to have a lot more visual stuff that you need to do. So keep that in mind. Now, lastly is props. Props are going to be the one thing that will add so much to it. In the non-cinematic one, you're going to not need this much because you're doing it more casually. But when you're doing it professionally, you're going to need props. You're going to need different things that might make it easier for them to showcase what it is. So like, for example, if something's pistachio flavored, maybe you want to bring pistachios. If you have something that's chocolate flavored, maybe bring some chocolate that you can sprinkle around. Different things like that will make menus and promotional material really attractive. So next up, we're going to talk about a few shots that you might want to get. And I'm going to tailor this a little bit more towards video because photo is kind of self-explanatory, but I'll still cover that a little bit. So for video, you want to first off get the signage. Get the signage because you are going to showcase the location and that is what's going to be the primary thing that people are going to look out for. So next up is show the location, like the establishing shot. This is going to show the inside, the interior, and showcase what is in there. Just a wide shot will do, and you'll get plenty that will look really good and make sure everything is clean and nice. Almost think of this as a real estate photo. Almost think of this as a real estate video where everything has to be almost perfect. Another one is capture things like the atmosphere. So this is a little bit different than what I just previously mentioned. This is going to be like the decorations they have, maybe the wall art, maybe different things like that, and maybe even uniforms, different things that will just emphasize how the vibe is. Now, next up is to get the actual food. Showcase the food, get some close-up shots, get some things that really show how nicely it's made and really make it look cinematic. Get the nice blurry depth of field, get different things that will just make it look like an ad almost. Now, lastly, do this one with permission, both from the restaurant and from other people. But if you are showcasing some of these shots I previously mentioned, make sure if people are in it that you ask for permission or you at least let them know that you are recording so they can get out of the way. But especially for certain things, ask for permission because you don't want to get into a certain situation where it's an issue. But like I was kind of foreshadowing, is you want to ask if you can get some customer images, some customer videos as well. That will just make it so people can even see that people are enjoying themselves, that they are eating and enjoying the vibe there. It helps the restaurant a lot and they will thank you for it if you get that. Even if they don't use it, they always have the option of using it, which is extremely valuable. And I'm going to throw in one bonus here, which I literally just thought of off the top of my head, is if they have anything where it showcases like 5-star reviews or they have something where it's a promotional thing that is more permanent, stuff like that is going to be extremely useful because it'll attract people. I definitely think, especially the stuff with like reviews and things, if they have a lot and they put it on their signage and things, have that in it because it just automatically shows people when you are there. So that was a lot for video. But I'm going to cover a little bit with photo now because video is a whole monster on its own. Photo is a little bit easier depending on what you're trying to do. Photo, if you're doing the product stuff, then obviously same thing. Just get the signage, get the establishing shots. And then if you're doing the products, like the actual food, then get the food, get close-ups, get the stuff that adds to the vibe. So like, powders or flavors, stuff like that you would see in an ad that will help make sure that people know, this is something that it tastes like that or it feels like that. And also with photo, make sure to use the props that you bring, because the props will help so much, and it could just be simple stuff even. Now remember, with all this, make sure to have a contract set up, make sure to have your deal done so that you are there shooting with purpose and you're shooting to get exactly what they need and exactly what you need. One bonus tip I will recommend before ending this video is highly recommend shooting and exporting in high resolution. Especially if you're doing photo or video and it's going to be shown on big screens, make sure it is tailored towards those big screens. If you can even get the specifics for the screens, it helps even more. But if you can, just make sure it's suitable for whatever big format it is, just to make sure it's crisp and pristine, so everything looks really good when it's exported and done with. So those are a few tips I have to shoot successfully in a restaurant cinematically. If you enjoyed, be sure to check out the first part of this video if you haven't already, and check out this video over here if you are interested, or check out the channel if you want to see more content. Also, if you want to hit me up on social media, I'm available right over here to answer any questions you might have. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you see you next video. Peace.